Yes, it was that. All right, I'm about to log off and prove to him that he's wrong. Hey, so I just flipped on some clothes and some sweats and stuff because we are about to head out to CVS to pick up our poster prints and some picture prints that I printed out. Print. How many times I'm gonna say print? And then we're going to Ikea to pick up the poster frames. What's up, baby? You want me to pick you up? Oh my gosh, okay, come on. Ugh. So, yeah, so we're gonna do that. I found some really inexpensive digital prints on Etsy that I like. So I'm gonna use those and replace the picture frames that's in the living room, the formal living room. And then I just printed out some of our family photos that I wanted to put in frames and put around the house because we have family photos, but I think they're kind of old because he was like a baby. So we're gonna do that. We tried to wait until rush hour died down, and so it's after rush hour now, and hopefully there's no traffic because like the nearest Ikea is like 20-25 minutes from our house without traffic. So we're gonna head to CVS to pick up the prints and then go to Ikea. You gonna say hi, Chase? You gonna say hi? He just woke up. He's not gonna say hi, but all right, I'll check back with you guys when we get in the car. So we made it to Ikea and I decided to bring the whole family, which, yeah, the kids have been busy. My husband's been busy. They just been busy. So right now I'm over here and I just came straight to the marketplace because I don't want to walk all the way through the store. And I found a manual can opener. One of these. I wish I could get it in gold.
Ooh, that's
but
pretty.
They have this one and then they have, oh, they're both the same. So yeah, but we need one because ours is all rusted out. Okay. All right. So we came here for frames. You see? Can you hear the voices in the back? The little kid voices in the back. So let's go to the frames and see what we can find.
Japanese lights.
It looks like what?
Japanese lights. Or Chinese lights.
It's like feng shui. I like it. I declare, taking them to the store is a stressful process. Very stressful. They're so busy and all over the place. Oh, I like that color rug right there. Are you watching her? Make sure she don't run him into anything. So I always try to get like a set of sheets when I come here, and we get the, I'm gonna say Ferragamo, but that's not how it's pronounced. And they are the white cotton, like cotton linen sheets. I like those because they're light and airy and I don't sweat. And they're all sold out of the kings, and I'm like, does everybody have a king? And then I look and there's like a whole bunch of queens and twin, and they're on sale. So I'm like, what's going on here? Okay, I don't know if you've ever been to Ikea, but it's like a maze, and I like when they have these little pocket corners where you can just like pop through, so you can skip over all the unnecessary places that you don't want to go or see and just go right to the place that you want to go. So that's what we're about to do, because we're going to picture frames. And right now I'm just waiting on my beautiful family. Can you guys come on? Oh my. Alright, let's see where the frames are. Now, prior to our trip to Ikea, I went online to pick out which picture frame it is that I wanted to go with the pictures. Now, the Ribba brand of picture frames that I picked out, they come in different sizes. They come in an 8x10, 12x16, 16x20, 19x27, and 24x35, and those are the measurements with the mat included. So when you print out your pictures from wherever you get them from, you will buy the picture frame with the mat in it, and you'll want to make sure that the insert is the measurement that you are picking. The frame itself is not the measurement that you see. That's the measurement of the picture that goes inside, including the mat. And I like adding mats to the picture frames because they give them more of an upscale, elegant feel, and it makes them look more expensive, even though you just really paid like 20 bucks for them. So I really like this deal from Ikea. They come in different colors. They come in white, black, and I believe like a natural wood color. So they're definitely affordable, and they give you a load of variety, and they have different styles. So if you have a local Ikea near you, I encourage you to go check them out. You'll thank me later. Also, I wanted to let you know that the Ikea picture frames, all of the Ikea picture frames come with the mounting hooks that you need to put on your wall. So you can make them vertical or horizontal, but they're also inside of the packaging. There are some thumbtacks. I'm calling them thumbtacks. They're not really called thumbtacks, but they're like thumbtacks that you put inside, that you stick to the frame, and they help you mount the pictures to the wall. So I don't know if you can see on the back of the picture frames, there's like a silver hook, vertical and horizontal, and that allows you to be able to hang the picture frames both ways. So I got the frames. These are the ones that I picked out here. They're the Ribba, and they come with the, a mat inside, and it says if you have the mat in the photo, it'll take 15 3/4 by 19 3/4, and the pictures that I got printed are actually 16 by 20, so they'll fit perfectly in the frame with the mat on it. So I'm excited about that. And again, the one that I got is the Ribba, and it was on sale for $17.99 here. So I'm excited about that. So I got what I came for. I'm about to leave because these folks back there, they doing too much. I don't know how people come shopping with, oh wow. I don't know how people come shopping with their whole crew, because my crew be off the chain, and if I don't write it down, I can't remember it, or I forget stuff. So Ikea always has like the best greenery, like these green plants and everything. They're pretty decent, and they're good for like a pretty decent price. I definitely like this. We've had this in our home before. Let's see. Hold on one second. This one is 20 bucks. That's not bad. You can't beat that for 20 bucks. The leafy one is 20 bucks. The money tree, oh, you're talking about the money tree, the one that they sent you? We did have this one before. What? We did have this one before. Is that what you're talking about? We never had no big leaf plants like that. We only had two kind of real plants. We had Amanda and the money tree. We still have Amanda, and the money tree is dead. Yes, it was that. Alright, I'm about to log off and prove to him that he's wrong. Besides buying inexpensive, trendy, affordable furniture, Ikea has some really great plant selections. So if you're in the market for a indoor plant, something real, they do have artificial, but they have real plants here as well. Definitely check out Ikea. They have a good selection. So we just left and we went through the self-checkout, and of course I was randomly selected for a check, which I told the sales associate, I mean, he's like, I just work here. He kept saying, I just work here. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, you will just work here. Come on, Gabby. But it was just frustrating to me because I always get randomly selected for stuff. When I go through TSA, I get randomly selected for them to swipe my hand. This is the second time that we've come to Ikea and I've gotten randomly selected for a check. And so he said that basically because people don't scan all their items. I said, I scan all my items. I always scan all my items. I don't want to go to jail. He's like, well, I just work here, ma'am. I'm like, I know you just work here, but I'm just telling you, it's a little weird. Every time I come here, I get randomly selected for a check. When I go to the airport, I get randomly selected for a scan. Like, tell me if it's something in my DNA that I don't know. But anyways, let me go on and get this stuff out so we can get in the car. So the next day, I was super excited to come home and hang up my new wall art that I got ready early in the morning, and I just got started really quickly while the sun was out. The pictures that you see hanging up are canvas paintings that were purchased from, I believe I got those from Amazon, and there's a company called Wall Art 123. I purchased from them in the past. In our main family room, I have 3 canvas arts there, and I actually like those. They have a wide selection of pictures or canvas arts that you can get. They have them with the wood frame, they have them natural, and they also have just like this, just the plain canvas. And I like them because they're super lightweight and they allow for you to be able to hang them with the thumbtacks like how I hang my pictures. I can be very indecisive sometimes, and so I like to change things, so it's important for me to make sure that I don't have any permanent nails or anything that'll add holes to the wall, because in the long run it could just be a lot of work trying to patch and repaint all of that. Also, the green plant that we ended up getting is the one that you see right behind me. Her name is Farah. We ended up not going with the palm tree plant. We went with this because we want something with bigger leaves, and my husband ultimately really liked this one, so I decided to oblige him and get this one. Now I'm just showing you the 3 picture frames that I got from Ikea. Again, it's the brand, the Ribba brand, R-I-B-B-A, and the measurements that I got were 16 by 20. The picture frames came packaged really nicely. They had covering and protection on the corners. Also, there was plastic, and then the actual front of the frame is not glass. It is like plastic, but you can't tell at all until you actually are up on it touching it. And if somebody's at your house touching your picture frames, you need to ask them to leave, because it's not that kind of party. But the actual front of the picture frame is not glass, it's plastic, so there was like a covering there to protect the plastic from getting damaged. So after I opened up the back of the picture frame and removed everything, I went ahead and placed my picture down. A little hack that I usually do is I take a piece of tape and I put it on all 4 corners of the picture to ensure that it stays in place, because when I put the backing on, I don't want it to move, and then by the time I've secured it and I flip it over, the picture has moved and now there's a gap and you have to go back and take the secured parts off and do it all over again. So I just go ahead and take a piece of tape and I tape the back of the pictures to the back of the actual like matte border there. I tape that down and it stays in place, and you'll see in just a moment. So I did that 3 times, and now I'm just gonna go in and measure with my leveler. My husband purchased this Ryobi leveler from our local hardware store, and I like this because it has a laser beam light that allows you to be able to make sure that everything is symmetrical. I'm vertically challenged, so sometimes I don't get things right, and some of our pictures can be crooked or not evenly spaced out. So I just use this to make sure everything is even straight across. Now I know some of you are probably thinking, why doesn't she just use a regular leveler? I do have a regular leveler. However, again, I do like this one because I use thumbtacks, and I was trying to debate whether I was going to be using the existing holes that were there from the previous pictures, or did I want to space them out a little bit more and make them a little bit more symmetrical. Because initially when I put the first canvas art pictures up there, I really didn't care too much whether they were symmetrical or not. I just wanted them up on the wall. And this time I'm actually going to be more purposeful and making sure that everything is lined up and symmetrical, because it's kind of embarrassing when people come over and they adjust your pictures. And I have a family member who has done that quite a few times, because he's like, Jay, your wall, your picture is not even on the wall. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll fix it. And I never fix it because to me it looks even, but to other people it's not. So I'm actually going to have my husband come in and double check my work just to make sure that everything is even. I wanted to make sure that the space between each picture was even, and I want everything to just look nice, because this is the first room that you see when you walk into the house. So it's important that everything looks nice and again is symmetrical. So my husband is definitely a lot better at measuring and making sure things are even and symmetrical. So I had him come in and just help me a little bit. Again, he's gonna double check my work anyways, just to make sure I have it right. And we wanted to get the pictures up as soon as possible, just so we could see how everything looks. You know, when you get new furniture or new pair of shoes or new clothes, you're like super anxious. That's how I was feeling. So I'm glad everything turned out very nicely, and I'm glad that everything looks even and symmetrical. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you are new here, please be sure to press the subscribe button. I post videos weekly on lifestyle and home decor with myself and my family, and follow me over on Instagram at _JoannaMarie_. And if you're not new here, thank you for coming back. I appreciate your continued support, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.